Anderson asked the question last night in the wake of the Parkland tragedy. Would President Trump be able to do what some have suggested that only he could? Could he craft a set of reforms that might prevent another Parkland and either persuade the National Rifle Association to get on board or push to pass legislation in spite of the NRA? Or would he instead bend to the gun lobby that spent $31 million to help put him in office? At Wednesday's listening session at the White House, surrounded by the families of Parkland and other mass killings, the president suggested that he alone could fix it.
Unlike for many years where people sitting in my position did not take action. They didn't take proper action. They took no action at all. We're going to take action.
Action including raising the minimum age for rifle sales, which is not insignificant.
But in addition to everything else, in addition to what we're going to do about background checks, we're going to go very strong into age. It's age of purchase.
A day later, yesterday, raising the minimum age was still part of the president's plan.
I mean, we're talking about rules and regulations for purchasing. We're talking about changing an age from 18 to 21. We're talking about common sense. And it's a great thing. And the NRA will back it. I really feel very confident. The NRA will back it, and so will Congress, and so will the Senate.
Now, keeping them honest, by the time he said that, the NRA had already come out against it, issuing a statement the night before. They are against raising the age. Now, maybe this tells us that at that time, at least, the president was willing to fight the NRA on this specific point. Maybe he would say, on this point, we disagree. Maybe. Another possibility, maybe he just didn't know where the NRA stood when he said those things. Either way, yesterday was the last time he mentioned raising the age. Instead, speaking today at the Conservative Political Action Conference, he was all about hardening schools, mental health, and this.
Well-trained, gun-adept teachers and coaches and people that work in those buildings, people that were in the Marines for 20 years and retired, people in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Coast Guard, people that are adept with weaponry and with guns. They teach. I mean, I don't want to have 100 guards standing with rifles all over the school. You do a concealed carry permit.
He said much the same this afternoon, standing next to Australia's Prime Minister. Nothing about age restrictions, nothing on Twitter either. The question is, and in fairness, it could be too soon to tell, did he just forget? Did he leave it out by accident? Or is he now bending to the NRA? Or maybe he's just bending to reality, that lawmakers, many but not all of them Republicans, are already taking the same position as the NRA. Late today, John Cornyn, the Senate's second-ranking Republican, signals his opposition to raising the age to 21. Focus on other things, he says.